We got some raiders to deal with. Who are you? Get them, guys. No, 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 no. I am going to get you, my friend. I am on fire. Hold up, hold up, hold up. This is new. Why is there a boat here? The pirates have the watchtower has got an update to its location? What in Tarn Diddly Nation is going on? Because this was never here. I would know because this is my glorified seaweed farm where I come for seaweed. There are dead zombies. I feel like they're gonna come back alive. Hello everybody and welcome back to the episode. Last down, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back in none other than the brand spanking new last day on Earth drone update. We've got an inventory chock full of weapons that we gotta go ahead and we just applied some awesome things to. Here we of course have the docking station. Luckily for us, our drone is fully charged and ready for adventure. So without further ado, let's make our way because we actually have a bit of a quest line from this new quest, or from the new update that we still have to go ahead and continue through. That involves visiting some of the various radio towers that we have unlocked, and I believe this is actually potentially, I don't know, going to be the secret sauce. So Star, what are you talking about, secret sauce? I'm talking about, ooh, actually, you know what we should do? I should leave in my ATV so we can hit up the watchtower in the swamp. Yeah, man, this kind of threw me for a little bit of a loop. I can't remember the last time that I was like required to bring the ATV out to play to progress it through a new update. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen, doing exactly that because we need this ATV to make our way over to the watchtower in the swamp, and then we gotta go to the watchtower that unlocks the northern zone, and then of course the watchtower on the island that unlocks the dead island up here to the north. So interestingly enough, it actually seems like whatchamacall, like if you want to go through this quest line fully from the new update, you actually are going to have to have your ATV and your boat built. So it is kind of cool in that it's like something new in the end game for some of us to work towards. But also on the other hand, that is a little bit of a bummer that to progress through this, you essentially have to have every vehicle built in the game. Because I'm gonna tell you what, man, the ATV is an expensive vehicle to build. Like the boat on the other hand is a little bit more reasonable, but I suppose that is just a great reason for some of us to continue striving towards some of these vehicles because they're gonna play an integral part in this drone quest line. And if I had to guess, this drone quest line is probably going to be the secret sauce to unlocking the drone upgrade bench, which currently we do not have the blueprint for. If you what you guys were seeing over at our home base was a little bit different. That was our drone and docking station. We still have to unlock the drone upgrade workbench recipe. And I feel like this quest line is gonna be the key to that. And if y'all missed last episode, please make sure to check it out, man, because like a lot happened. We checked out the new location, obviously, built up the drone, etc., etc. It was a very busy day, man, and yo, I kind of might want some swamp boots here because I got a feeling that us clearing this watchtower is not exactly going to be a stress-free type of thing. I feel like there will be trouble afoot. And do I have to bring a crowbar? Bro, I gotta bring a crowbar. Alrighty, I brought a crowbar, and also I'm gonna bring some stuff from the trunk of this vehicle into my inventory. Oh, baby, 3 wrenches. You love to see that little bit of gas in the tank there. Yeah, so be sure if y'all do head out over here, be sure to bring your whatchamacall. You definitely want to be bringing along for the ride your crowbar because it's gonna be required to open this thing back up. Honestly, I've barely thought about this watchtower ever since we opened it up in the first place to unlock the new location, but now I gotta get back to thinking about it. And I mean, everything seems pretty chill. Nothing too crazy's happening. No signal, so we gotta fix the signal amplifier over here. And how the heck do I do that? It's not telling me how to do that. Do I have to launch the drone, perhaps? Launching the drone! Drone, are you gonna do your thing? Go up there and fix this for me? Or are you just following me around? No, you're just following me around. Oh, but there, oh no, okay, hold up, that threw me off. Over here. We can make our way over towards this thing. There's a dead guy over here. Interesting, and oh my goodness gracious. This is gonna be a little bit more spicy and expensive than I thought. We've got to get our hands on, honestly, everything here is attainable, but the iron rods and copper wire, I believe, are new items that were brought in by this update. So we're gonna have to worry about those. So at this exact moment in time, I do not unfortunately have access to all of those things, but I imagine those are gonna be things we are gonna be able to craft from some of the new workbenches over in the settlement. So we'll go ahead and make a little bit of a field trip over to the settlement a little bit later. But in the meantime, let's go and visit all of these watchtowers to kind of clue ourselves in on exactly what we are gonna need to repair all of them, because that seems like it's going to be a kind of important thing. So to the northern watchtower we go. As we make our way over here, there's also huge news that I have for you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that is that we are doing a giveaway today, later today, during our twitch.tv/Starsnipe stream. We're live every single Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, twitch.tv/Starsnipe. Go ahead, link at the very top of the description. Pop on over there. We're gonna be live streaming with the face cam on, with the live chat rolling. If you don't know what time that starts in your local time zone, twitch.tv/Starsnipe set schedule. We'll be able to go ahead and help you out, because time zones can definitely be confusing. But once you know exactly what time that we are starting, you are gonna be good to go, because that's the same time that we are starting every single week, same time, same place over there. So looking forward to see some of you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, over there for having a fun time, especially with the giveaway action going on. And oh, this is new. There's a man hanging. That seems very intense. So before we deal with the raiders over there, you might be like, Star, an over $800 giveaway. Yes, 5 winners will be chosen throughout the stream, and each of them is going to be getting their hands on items on the Bombardier drone pack, the resources for drone module, and 20 drone replacement batteries. So yeah, you're gonna be getting, every single winner is essentially going to be getting $165 worth of in-game items. So looking forward to being able to get back to the most fan-freaking-tastic community around, because I love when I'm able to host some of these giveaways for y'all. And we're gonna be picking 5 winners throughout that stream. So looking forward to see some of you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, over there. But without further ado, we got some raiders to deal with. Who are you? Get them, guys. No. I am going to get you, my friend. I am on fire. Hold up. I know. I've unfortunately forgotten that I have the drone inside of my medical slots. I keep forgetting about that, man. I keep forgetting that the drone takes up such a valuable slot, but that's all good. That's okay. We're gonna be able to make our way over here. We're gonna have to launch the drone. It says drone required. Okay, I will throw that back into that slot. Let's launch the drone. And I just gotta wait, and I've gotta fend off against even more raiders. We're being swarmed, ladies and gentlemen. But, okay, it was just one wave of raiders that we had to fend off. Okay, not too bad. I'll take that. I can live with that. And the Northern Watchtower is now telling us to return to the settlement. Ooh. Hold up. So if the Northern Watchtower questline is telling us to return to the settlement, I'm kind of hopeful that maybe just repairing that first watchtower is actually going to be all that we need to unlock the blueprint for the drone upgrade bench. That'd be kind of cash money, because I wonder, you know what it might be? You know what it might be, ladies and gentlemen? It might be a case of each watchtower we repair maybe unlocks new things. Like maybe the drone upgrade workbench, maybe there's only like a certain subset of upgrades that we could do, and then maybe as we repair more watchtowers, we unlock new things to upgrade from some of these towers. I don't know. I am definitely curious. The swamp one, again, we're probably not gonna be able to upgrade the swamp one today, unfortunately, just due to the fact that, I mean, that's kind of brutal. But let's go and do a little bit of due diligence here for none other than the watchtower. And all right, as I was saying, we are over here at the port. We're gonna be heading out over to the boat, because that is going to be the key to us accessing the Northern Watchtower. So let me just go ahead, and there's actually plenty of gas in that thing right here and right meow. So just go ahead and board the boat, and then we will make our way to the Northern Watchtower. Hopefully we'll be able to knock out 2 out of these 3, but I've got a gut feeling that since the ATV had that like extra step of repairing stuff, I feel like the boat might too, because the boat's also a more difficult vehicle to craft compared to like the first watchtower. To reach that, you just need the chopper. And the chopper is definitely the easiest out of the 3 vehicles that you can craft to put together. So I wonder if like the harder watchtowers are going to require things like that, but time will tell, man. Time will tell. We'll see exactly what's going on with this, but we're definitely gonna need to get some new resources from the settlement, and we'll definitely be popping on over to the settlement shortly here as well. And also, we're gonna be showing off how to get the flight controllers that you need to build your drone, because I know that that's going to definitely be a hot topic, man. Because what you call in the first video, because as y'all know, as we do around here, when it comes down to it, right over here, we are always get the heck out of here, pirates. We are always doing everything in our power to show off everything about a new update absolutely ASAP. And what that meant is that in the last video, this is new. Why is there a boat here? The pirates, the watchtower has got an update to its location? What in Tarn Diddly Nation is going on? Because this was never here. I would know because this is my glorified seaweed farm where I come for seaweed. There are dead zombies. I feel like they're gonna come back alive. 58841. 58841. Interesting. I feel like we might need that for some reason. We've got more pirates over here. Why is there a freaking pirate ship? I guess it makes sense. They are pirates, so it's about time that they got their own dedicated ship going here. But no, like I was saying, we are gonna be showing off also how to get some the flight controller, which is the new item added, another new item added in this update that you need to actually assemble your drone in the first place. In the first video, as you all know, when it comes down to it, we are always doing everything in our power to show off everything in Last Day on Earth absolutely ASAP, especially when a new update does come around. So I went ahead, bit the bullet, bought a pack from the store so we could build the drone absolutely ASAP so I could show off the update to the absolute max for y'all as soon as physically possible. And but we haven't actually like naturally collected some of those parts yet, so we're gonna be doing exactly that and showing off how that y'all can actually work towards building your own drone, such as we did in the last episode. And again, like I was saying, man, we stop at nothing to show off everything that Last Day on Earth has to offer, especially when new updates do come around. So make sure you're subscribed with that notification bell to stay in the loop with all the latest and greatest of Last Day on Earth, baby. The drone doesn't see the signal. Something is jamming it. I gotta turn off the jamming signal. Okay, it's probably gonna be whatever the heck is going on over here. And I feel like it's about to wake up a lot of zombies. Yeah, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Holy guacamole. I ain't got enough eggs for all of you. That's a lot of eggs. But it's all right. The huevos are under control and all is good. Now we should be able to launch the drone. Now the drone can intercept the signal, and I can confirm we're probably going to be getting swarmed by even more pirates because it's telling us to wait, and last time it told us to wait, things did not end well. But also things are going surprisingly peacefully right now. So, no, we're good, we're good. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. 2 out of 3 towers are nice and set up. Mwah. That's a chef's kiss right there, ladies and gentlemen. And let me see also if there's anything that these guys drop that might be like useful at all. The any is ya? Nah, just the usual garbage that you are dropping. The phone might be worth recycling, but I have so many phones at home that I'm already recycling that like I'm not just gonna pick up a spare phone. But I'm not downplaying the loot. I'm just saying in my situation, I do not require that loot. But all right, it does appear like we have managed to build 2 out of the 3 watchtowers, which is fan-freaking-tastic. All right, now that is awesome news. We love to see that. And it's actually now telling us to return to the settlement for the island watchtower and the northern watchtower. So it's just gonna come down to repairing that 3rd watchtower component, which again requires some new things that I imagine once we go ahead and run our way over to the settlement, all will be revealed. You gotta imagine that's how all this is gonna come together, you know? And we have arrived back at the settlement, and we have multiple quest lines that involve us talking with Chris. So Chris, my friend, my compadre, how are you doing? I realized what was missing. Silence. I reduced the noise level so the enemies wouldn't notice your drone. Cool. What does that mean? New module, passive module installed, sealed motors. The drone will now attract less attention of enemies. Okay, do I have to talk with you for another thing? I designed one more module. The drone does more damage now. And it can hang in the air. Activate the drone when it's already flying next to you for the new module to work. Oh, interesting. And boom! Another drone upgrade. Active module installed. Sentinel. Now, after the activation, you can send the drone to the point where it will hover and its damage will increase. Very interesting. Anything else? Chris will pick up that signal when we recalibrate the towers. I can't wait to find out what's over there. So yeah, now it appears like we have, okay, so we have unlocked some additional mods over here for the drone, but we still do not have access to the actual drone upgrade workbench. And I would like access to that because inside of the Bombardier drone pack, we actually got an extremely rare drone blueprint for like a drone upgrade, but until we actually get the drone upgrade workbench, I'm not sure we're going to be able to actually, like, apply that, which is a little bit of a bummer, man. But by the looks of it, it's telling us we gotta unlock it from the settlement. So I got a feeling, because like with every watchtower, right, we're getting something new for the drone. I gotta imagine this is kind of like the way that things are going, and Chris is essentially after the third one. He'll give us a fourth upgrade for our drone, and I think he'll also give us the blueprint for the workbench that we'll then be able to assemble and start building up our very own upgrades for the drone, which is gonna be really cool. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just say, we are going to be very, very busy with upgrading our settlement. This is not something I'm gonna be able to do during today's video. This is gonna require a little bit of prep work and a lot of work to make this happen, because the broaching machine requires a level 4 foundry. All right, just putting that out there. Level 4 foundry is required, which I believe means that we're gonna have to upgrade our walls up to level 4. And they're not even at level 3 yet, so I believe that upgrade, or I think level 3 might maybe unlock level 4. Regardless, a lot of upgrading is going to have to happen throughout the settlement for us to unlock the broaching machine, which is going to be essentially, if you look at the iron rods, you can find them in the transport hub or crafted in a broaching machine in the settlement heavyweight item. So we're definitely going to be we're gonna be hitting up the transport hub absolutely as much as we humanly can, because it's gonna give us a chance at getting some loot for building even more items from the new update, which I definitely want to freaking rush as much as humanly possible. But for now, that appears to be where we kind of have hit a little bit of a wall. 'Cause I believe we needed those same iron rods. From what I recall, again, I also have the memory of a dingus. I believe we needed a similar item for repairing, or I think it was literally that we also needed for repairing the third watchtower. So upgrading the settlement is going to definitely be a must. We are going to be busy upgrading the settlement. For sure. But first things first, let's go and try to get our hands on some of those flight controllers, because I know y'all are clamoring to see how you can go ahead and get these things, and that is exactly what I will be providing. Yeah, eye holes, and hopefully, most importantly of all, y'all have an absolutely freaking day of the most basic variety that only keeps on getting better from here on out, whether that be from the video, bring you a smile, bring you a giggle, anything or everything like that. Does not matter to me how a little bit of joy can go ahead and make its way into your day today. I just cross my fingers that indeedly do. That's exactly what that joy I do, because nothing else brings a smile to my face like knowing that hopefully I might be able to bring one to yours in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Because seriously, it is just such a great feeling to know that from me goofing off and just having a ball, having a blast over here, talking loudly into a microphone, I can spread a little bit of cheer and make the world a little bit of a better place by cheering up some folks who knows what might be going on in people's lives, man. There's so many people, there's so much stuff happening, and if there's any way that I might be able to get y'all's minds off whatever might be going on, it's always a good feeling that I could hopefully bring a smile to your face, bring a giggle to your voice box or anything like that. All great vibes, all great energy, and that's what I'm always all about, is trying to get the best energy possible. Now, all right, we are back. Oh, we got our boy Janitor Jim. After you clear the laboratory for the first time, if you guys don't know, you unlock the ability to trade with Janitor Jim, and this guy's the GOAT, man. Like, these things are kind of pricey, but like the types of loot you can get from this man is insane. And also, if you have coins, 5 coins get you whatever he's selling. And 5 coins for a neutralizer? Thank you very much. I will definitely be taking that. Thank you, my friend. But okie dokie, artichoke. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and hide the scar for the time being, because we're going to want to save that. Also, because I'm a man of the people, and I know this is going to be a question, because when it comes to the flight controllers, the new item added that is required for assembling your drone in the first place, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, that is going to be this thing right over here. The flight controller. It can be found in the port laboratory. So I'm going to be showing off where exactly in the port laboratory it can be found. And I know y'all are clamoring and asking, Star, can it be found inside of these? From what I have heard, no. But I am prepared to put that to the test and see if maybe we might be able to get a little bit lucky and get our hands on some of the flight controllers in any of these boxes. Box number 1. There is no flight controller in box number 1. That's okay. Things happen. How about box number 2? There's not a flight controller inside of this box either. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. That's just the way things go. Box number 3 does not have the flight controller either. Obviously solid loot, don't get me wrong, but not what we are specifically searching for. I will also go ahead and grab the regents because if y'all are unaware, I have finally actually built the darn tootin' thing that allows you to transform regents into seaweed over in the other room. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I'll go ahead and show you after we check out box number 4. Which also does not have that which we seek, and that's okay. That's just the way things go. I do love the loot that I am seeing, though. Perhaps I will come back for some of this loot, but for the time being, we're gonna be making our way into the depths of the laboratory because we have got to get busy finding these darn tootin' flight controllers. But yes, I have built the seaweed farm, and I have a ton of seaweed. You bloody love to see it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because this is going to be the lifeblood of our laboratory run. And right now, by the way, is a great time to be doing a laboratory run because if you are perhaps unaware, there is a little event going on, some might say, a calendar event. And this calendar event is called the laboratory event, and it is very good for multiple reasons. Number 1, when you're doing regular mode, you're gonna be collecting carbon composites and factory parts as bonus loot throughout your entire run. And number 2, if you're doing hard mode, your equalizer gets just a little bit stronger because it can be utilized. Sorry about a little cough there. It can be utilized. It can. For 25% extra damage. Now, I know I speak for everyone when I say we like to deal extra damage, so that is definitely a huge plus of the goings-ons. But without further ado, let's make our way over into Sector A1. And I'm also gonna advise y'all of the best strategy that there is if you kind of are taking your time. You're more of a free-to-play player, right? You're maybe you're not overflowing with loot, and you really want to kind of prioritize and do things in the most efficient way possible. Your most efficient way is going to be check this terminal. If you don't see agility in the first 3 perks, you're essentially going to want to wait until the next time that the laboratory respawns. Why am I saying this? Because the agility perk is absolutely goated. If you've been watching any of my content ever inside of the laboratory, you know exactly why that is. And you're gonna be seeing it throughout today because I'm gonna go ahead and refresh until we find this thing. But yeah, essentially, you wanna wait to do a laboratory run until you know for a fact that agility is a possible first perk and you don't have to like refresh to get it because obviously not everyone might have coins to spare. But y'all know me, I'm always willing to risk it for the biscuit and drop a little bit of coins, drop a little bit of dollar reduce to make the best videos humanly possible to show off as much in the last day on Earth as possible. So hopefully y'all can be as informed and as prepared on your own sum in whatever adventures and trials and tribulations you might be getting into. But yeah, essentially what you want to do, come to this terminal. If you don't see agility as one of the first perks, you're just going to want to wait until the next time the port respawns, come back, and once you finally see the agility perk, that is your time to shine because the agility perk is the absolute GOAT. There's no other way of describing it. It is literally the freaking GOAT. And yo, you know what? We actually have some really annoying perks because yeah, right off the bat, they have 15% more health and 15% more armor. Bruh, how are you going to do this to me? That is kind of brutal, but at least we don't have to worry about an acid melter in this sector because I absolutely despise acid melters, and this man did just manage to hit me on his first try. How are you still hitting me? Is my agility perk not? Okay, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. They tend to miss quite a lot when your agility perk is active, which is definitely what you do love to see. Now, before we make our way over, and by the way, boom, right there, the carbon composite that I was talking about. Before we make our way into this next room where I know that there are going to be some people, we are going to activate our drone. We're calling it in, and then we're going to activate that active skill mod 2 and see what that is all about. Just go ahead and start healing. Activate the active skill mod. Do your thing. Oh, it's active. It's standing put. It's standing kaput, and it's doing as much damage as possible. Hold up. Oh, okay, no, now I just activated it, And now, as you can see, it is standing still. It's doing as much damage as it possibly can. It's doing about as much damage as Lexi is dealing. And this is really cool because you're getting to see this wombo combo in action of both Lexi and the drone helping a brother out. Now, unfortunately, the drone is a temporary call-in. It is not always following you around like our best friend Lexi over here, which is a little bit of a bummer because I love the fact that Lexi is literally just like always chilling, always ready and rearing to go. But, you know, it is what it is. Not everything can be perfect in life, but the drone is a kind of companion that you have to periodically call in. Which, you know, it is what it is. And yo! New loot has been added to the laboratory. I was not expecting this at all. This is actually a very pleasant surprise. You can now get rubber hose from the storages of the laboratory. I had no idea that that was a thing, dude. What in Tarn Diddly Nation? This is an incredibly pleasant surprise. Because rubber hose, if you do not know, is a resource that you do require for your, whatchamacallit. By the way, once you get over here and you are fighting the Rambler, Shambler, Bobambler, you're gonna want to use a sharp melee weapon, such as a saw blade, mace, katana, machete, something like that. And slice his arm off. Boom! And once you slice his arm off, his armor goes down a ton, and you are able to inflict significantly more damage to him. And bada bing, bada boom. Goodbye to you, Rambler, Shambler, Bobambler. You're done for, son. And let me just go and throw that back in there because I'm going to be saving that saw blade mace for later things. But no, that is huge because rubber hose are, I mean, it's been an item that a lot of people in the community have been complaining about being, you know, so hard to get because there's not really any ways of getting it. Oh no, I've got to worry about that guy. Not what I was looking forward to. Let me just go and hit you with the slum over there, acid melter, and try to do as much damage to you before your friends catch up. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Acid melters are the worst because if they hit you with their spit, they do a significant amount of damage to your armor durability, which is never something that you want to be putting up with. But yeah, back to what I was saying with the rubber hose, man. I'm talking about all these rubber hose, man. The rubber hose is a item that you primarily get from doing expeditions, and it's kind of hard to get outside of that if you don't have it. Like, you primarily get it from expedition rewards. And prior to this update, expedition rewards, and also from some of the daily loot that you may have unlocked from doing expeditions. But you couldn't really get it outside of that, and it's very important for creating the new electric, like copper wiring or whatever it is, or like aluminum cables. I forget the exact name of it, but yeah, it was very important for that, and there essentially was no way to get it outside of that. But now it appears like it's been added to the laboratory loot table, which is actually freaking huge, man, because the laboratory has just gained even more purpose than ever before. And yo, we definitely want to take out this acid melter as soon as humanly possible, because if he starts spitting, we're going to be in a world of trouble. Come on, take him down, take him down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, the Screamer, all the other zombies, man, you can take your time with. I ain't in no rush, all right? I can sit back, you know, pour myself a nice strawberry lemonade, and enjoy a nice sunset while I'm taking down one of these guys. But when I'm taking down the acid melter, it's full-on panic mode, brother. I ain't got time to pour me no strawberry lemonade. Oh, lovely. We got some more carbon composites coming our way. Still gotta get some factory parts, but I'm sure those will come around sooner or later. Now we are going to have another wave of zombies. Is there a acid melter? No, there is not. That's the first thing that I always check for whenever I'm engaging with any sort of group of zombies, because once we know for a fact that there's no acid melter, we can take our time. And also, because these zombies are kind of like significantly slower. Look at that. Also, you'll love to see all these misses, because when a zombie misses a hit, oh, Lexi's getting tired. When a zombie misses a hit, not only does it not do damage to you and you don't have to use medical supplies, but on top of that, it doesn't do damage to your weapon or to your armor durability either. And the fact that these guys are missing so many of their shots is kind of huge, because it makes melee fighting some of these fellas also more viable. Now, I do want to be a little bit careful with the slasher, because if he does manage to hit you once, you start bleeding excessively, which I really don't want to do. Oh no, I got caught in the yo. Unfortunately, you cannot miss any, like, you cannot dodge any targeted attacks that have like an area of effect. So you can't dodge the attack of like the spitter, acid melter, toxic spitter, just anything where you see that red area pop up that you have to avoid the attack. You're not going to be able to dodge that, unfortunately. It is what it is, not really much more to go around that. And we do also have a little bit of shotgun rain here ready to go. So why don't let's continue using up the rest of some of these other weapons, and we'll bring out the shotgun rain. So there's gonna be some rooms coming up where it will definitely be on the useful side. Over here we got a spore runner. We can take it down easy peasy lemon squeezy, and then the rambler shambler. Bo Bambler! We're gonna chop you up real good. How did your arm not come off yet? There we go. The arm is gone, and you, my friend, will be following your arm shortly. You're gonna about to be 6 feet under, my friend. All right, just a few more slices and dices. Again, love to see all those misses compiling. And this is what I'm talking about, man. This is why, especially if you are a free-to-play player and you don't have a lot of loot available to burn through, wait until you see the agility perk. And that, oh baby, we love to see that. That is gonna be your time to shine. That is when you wanna finally commit to doing a laboratory run. Because a laboratory run where you have the agility perk throughout the entirety of the run is going to be significantly more cost effective than any alternative, man. Like really, that's the only way to put it. And all the perks you get after agility are just kind of bonuses. If you're lucky, maybe you get the pass perk, which unlocks a little bit of extra loot for you, and a few things like that. But at that point, especially if you are a free-to-play player, it kind of is what it is, and you're just kind of focusing on the luck of the draw. But whereas here, man, like, you don't want to commit to blowing through weapon durability, blowing through armor, through medical supplies, until you know that you have the help of the agility perk on your side, because it truly is a game changer, man. But I don't know, let me know what y'all think in that comment section down below as well. Not only of, I mean, okay, a few things I'd love to hear in that comment section down below. One, let me know what y'all think about my laboratory strategy here of kind of like waiting until you get the agility perk first and then following through with your laboratory run, or if perhaps there might be okay, there's like, I think there's always an acid melter that pops up in there. Luckily, if you are on the other side of a wall, when the acid melter does his attack, you are able to avoid it, and the VSS is kind of perfect for taking him down. Bada bing, bada boom. You're done, my son. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about that strategy in the comment section down below. Because personally, I think it's like super viable and just a great way of doing bang for your buck. But, you know, maybe let me know what are some of your other favorite perks. Because for me, especially if I know that I'm going to be doing a run through all 4 sectors, the perk I like to get next, and we're going to be getting this perk, is going to be the new rules perk in the 2nd sector. In the 3rd sector is usually a little bit more hit or miss. I like to go, what I like to go for kind of depends. And yeah, there's going to be an acid melter here. We're going to want to dodge that a little bit. What I like to go for definitely does depend a little bit. Oh, I just don't want to get spit on by the acid melter. No, come on, one more bullet, and he's done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And think about, dude, the combos that you have to deal with. Like, if you're dealing with like a screamer and like an acid melter, or just like any sort, like the screamer can stun you, and then a zombie like the acid melter can just repeatedly spit on you, and you can't do nothing about it, which definitely is not fun. But yeah, perks wise, I mean, y'all will see my logic about the perks that I'm going through. Usually, oh no, rubber hose on this one. That's a little bit of a bummer. But usually, what I like to do is first agility, second the new rules perk to disable a bunch of traps, because especially in some of the later sectors, traps can get a little bit annoying, and it's just a nice little bonus because it also ends up killing some zombies for you, which is kind of cool. Whatchamacall, after that, also really quickly, just go and actually get that perk right here that I was talking about. I'm usually pretty flexible on the, so the pass perk usually is the last one I like to get, because then, like, you really don't need the pass perk early. You usually want to try to get it on, like, your last sector, because you can just go back and claim all of the chests. You may be like, Star, what does the pass perk even open? So in every sector, it opens an extra chest. And now that we know that we can get, like, rubber hose from some of these extra chests, it's gonna be pretty valuable, but you need it to open up some of these rooms, so just a little something to be keeping in mind. But we're gonna be trying to get that on the 4th one, because now it's gonna be the new rules perk that we want. Deactivates all traps in the laboratory, dealing big damage to the enemies nearby. It doesn't work on bosses, that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and activate that thing right over there. And before we commit to this sector, we're also gonna just go and another nifty trick here, right? To pass the sector in the laboratory, and I'll go ahead and show this off for y'all too, is once you clear out the 1st sector, double back, and then just open up this door, and it actually counts as clearing another sector. So if there is like the laboratory event going on, just easy peasy way of, if you only want to clear one sector, getting your hands on all those battle pass, all those juicy battle pass points over there, and especially with the fact that, I know I gotta cop the premium pass, I will do that, especially at the fact that even on the free-to-play side of things, at level 33, you get 3 extremely rare weapon mod blueprints. Any way that you can just kind of like get as much experience as possible for this kind of stuff is gonna be huge, you know? Like, that's really what it does boil down to. But all right, we got 2 sets of weapons here, and they're definitely going to be breaking in the very near future. So let's just go and prepare ourselves for all these enemies that now have 15% boost on top of their armor, which is a really annoying thing to be dealing with, but it's the reality of the situation. Oh man, we've been hit with a little bit of bleeding. Boom! I'll hit you with a little bit of my AK bayonet, which completely ignores all armor that you might have, because if you see, right, every bullet I do does 8 damage. Boom, I stab him, it does 18. That's the power of the extremely rare weapon mod. Speak of the devil, the extremely rare weapon mod bayonet blueprint. Now, the other extremely rare weapon mod blueprint for the AK-47 is going to be the grenade launcher, which also is awesome because it's like an MGL, essentially, like a baby MGL on your AK-47. But I really like the just versatility of the bayonet, especially because it can stab riot zombies through their shield, which is kind of huge, because when a riot zombie has their shield up, it's the most obnoxious thing in the universe. But I digress. I'm sorry, I just get triggered every time I think about riot zombies. There also is a very nifty trick that I want to teach y'all about which rooms you should be opening when you are doing the laboratory run. Because essentially, you don't really want to open up side rooms unless you know for a fact that there's going to be a chest inside of there. In the first sector, it's really easy because, I mean, you can see where the chests are. But here, there's some rooms that actually are a little bit blocked off, and it's a mystery what's inside. Here's the thing. It's hard to show here, but whenever, like this room, whenever this room has a chest inside of it, you're going to see like a little like tan, like light brown pixel inside of the room. It's like the edge of the chest peeking out. So I can tell you right now that the chest is not going to be in that room, which means that the chest is likely, oh, these are some really chunky enemies that we are facing over here. Actually, we're going to want to get a second AK up in here for show. Because yeah, we're about to have, dude, oh, no, I hate when we have to face obnoxious zombies like this wombo combo that we're dealing with right over here. But as soon as we take down one of them, life will be a little bit easier. But I can tell you right now that that chest is going to spawn into that room because it did not spawn in the other room where it usually does spawn. But all right, let's continue chugging away at some of these guys. Our first AK is already broken, which you do hate to see, but that's the reality of the situation, man. When you got some of these very tanky enemies that you got to deal with, but it's all right. Onwards and upwards we go, dealing a little bit more damage. The criticals of the AK are definitely helpful, and once you kind of like thin the herd a little bit, it's a little bit easier to deal with too. Let's just go ahead and open up this room over here, and without further ado, bada bang, bada boom, we got a chest! Yep, because that's exactly the way it works. There's gonna be a chest in either that room or that room that I just said there's not in there, and I called it, baby. I called it! Word to the wise. I'm wise. Oh, holy guacamole, dude, I'm bleeding! Gosh darn it, I hate bleeding. 20 damage per second is so freaking obnoxious. I do appreciate the toxic spitter not doing too much toxic spitting, you know what I mean? Hold up, and let's just try to take you down. Boom, and beautiful. It's just a lot easier too. I mean, obviously it's always gonna be tricky when you're dealing with a ton of enemies that are annoying and have a lot of health. But once you kind of thin the herd a little bit and it's just a 1v1, things definitely do get a little bit simpler. Now, all right, let's see if we can't get our hands on some rubber hose inside of the cabinets, maybe? Boom, baby! That is exactly what we got. You love to see that. And inside of the Regent box, just a little bit more of that, but I love to see the rubber hose. Thank you very much. And let's go and get let's get a little bit of shock rain over there in our secondary slot. We got some scientists and stuff over here to deal with. I am just like, I'm so upset. Like, this is like such a bad thing too. Cause like when you're also determining if it's worth doing a laboratory run, another thing that you should look at, shotgun rain. Some stay dry while others feel the pain. Shotgun rain. Okay. Sorry, just every time, I'm sorry, man. I love shotguns. What can I say? Anytime you're kind of trying to determine if it's worth doing a run or not, what you should also look at is not only if you get the agility perk first, but you should also look at what perks the zombies get. And you might be like, Star, what do you mean what perks the zombies get? I mean, like over here, right, it tells you what perk the zombie gets in each sector. And honestly, 15% more health and 50% more armor are some of the more annoying ones. And oh, goodness gracious, we got another annoying one. When their health drops below 30%, they do double damage. And the Sector B2 one, they take 50% less damage from melee weapons. Kind of annoying for regular mode. For hard mode, doesn't matter because you have to use armor-piercing weapons. There's no armor-piercing melee weapons. But anyways, I digress on that point. Let's go and continue cooking, good looking. Yeah. Grabbed a few little backup weapons here. We obviously got the VSS. But yeah, if you know that the chest spawns in the other room, you don't have to open up this room because the chest won't spawn in here, and you can just open up this doorway right over here to just skip out. It's just a way of like skipping out on fighting enemies you don't need to fight. Because unless you know, like, really the best bang for your buck's gonna come from completing the sectors. And also from actually, shotgun rain. From completing the sectors. And from the chests that you open up throughout. Which is also why the pass perk is so valuable, especially if you clear out everything. Because you're gonna be able to get 4 bonus chests. Especially in hard mode, because you can get items that help you advance your hard mode level. Which is actually gonna be really important. But boom, goodbye to you, Screama. Thank you so much for your cooperation with dying. Seriously appreciate that. And all right. Let's continue making our way through here. And this is where you're gonna see the first instance of the new rules perk helping a brother out. This room over here normally has traps. Why is the slasher still at full health? He should have been harmed by the traps exploding. You can see the traps are disabled because normally that room is literally filled to the brim with electricity, for lack of better words. Oh, did not want to do that. I'd like those weapons back, thank you. And it's supposed to damage all the enemies inside. I guess that slasher didn't get damaged for some reason. Hopefully the enemies a little bit further back are. No, they're full health. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was like a little like one-off glitch or something, but actually all those enemies should have been damaged by our new rules perk that we just got. And all right, let's just go and shotgun rain. Some of these folks over here. Thank you. And the great thing is that if this room is open, you can just play like a little bit of Ring Around the Rosie and just run around and take your adversaries down. Easy peasy. Shotgun rain. Peasy. Some stay dry while others feel the pain. Shotgun rain. Dude, his head went freaking flying. Goodness gracious, man. Thing sprouted wings out of nowhere. And with that, we have completed this hall. A little annoyed that our enemies did not have that thing happen to them, but it is what it is. On to the next room we go. We got a ton of enemies here, and the great thing about this perk is that we can actually just go ahead and run shotgun rain. A little bit more back. I'm bleeding. Oh joy. Luckily, I do have the active skill mod, or the active skill that allows us to regenerate health. That'll make things a little bit easier because it kind of offsets the bleeding damage from the self-healing. We're almost gonna be able to hit him with a little bit of a shotgun rain blast. Beautiful. Do want to try to stay out of their range of that toxic spitter though. Definitely take down the slasher before he gets too close. Boom, you're done. Boom, you're done. And boom, another quest is done. Very cool. And once you do open up the door to here, once this room is open, you can just go ahead and open this door. Doesn't matter what side you open it up from. It just boom, opens up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And this room has been cleared out. And obviously it's a lot more annoying if the electricity is going here, because you can't really double back and run backwards. Instead, you kind of have to play Ring Around the Rosie around the hologram of the boss we're about to be battling. The boss, might I add, that is going to have exactly what we are looking for, ladies and gentlemen. The boss that is shotgun rain. Going to, from what I hear, little birdie on the street, little rumor on the street tells me that that boss, not only does he drop the hydraulic parts that you need for the drone, building the drone, confirmed, but he also just so happens to supposedly drop the flight controller parts. And I would like to get my hands on as many of those as humanly possible, please and thank you. And yo. Actually, a really cool nifty thing here, we don't have to open up any more side room shotgun rain at all. Sorry about a little cough there. Shotgun rain. Beautiful, you're done for. We don't have to open up any more side rooms at all because we just confirmed that the chest is just gonna be over there in the main room. And I'm just gonna really quickly just go and take you out. A little bit of active skill mod. Oh, and of course you make me bleed, dude. Rather rude of you, but is what it is. Thank you so much for these parts, by the way. I appreciate them. It's not always easy coming across factory parts and carbon composites, but here you are providing them to me. But yeah, if this chest didn't spawn here, you'd have to check this side room and then also the other side room that we passed by after we got through the long corridor. To see if those have chests inside of them. This, of course, is the perk, the pass perk chest that we have to open up. But once you see, once you see the second chest spawn in here, there's always gonna be 2 chests per sector, not counting the past perk chest. And it appears like the rubber hose always seems to spawn in the first one. So that's kind of like an interesting thing to keep in mind as well. But let's just go and turn and burn on some of these folks over here, because I'm holding out the scar for our little battle with the boss over here. Now, you don't have to use the scar when battling the boss, but listen here. I'm gonna do exactly that. And just a few more bullets and you are done for, my friends. Thank you, thank you. The exploder is, of course, going to explode, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. I will then shoot your children. Goodbye, children. Little baby parasites. And we now get to open up this room and make our way towards the boss man. Now, this boss is a lot harder in hard mode because he has an instant kill attack. Luckily for us, in normal mode, you don't have to worry about getting instant killed. You do have to worry, however, about the electricity that is going to be jolting throughout this place. And also in regular mode, it's a lot easier because once you do enough damage to this guy, he literally just goes and, yeah, he literally just goes and starts breaking things. I hate all the armor he has, however. But yeah, he just goes like every time you get him to like half health, a quarter health, and a few things like that, he just goes and starts breaking things. And whenever he's breaking things, it's very easy because he's distracted. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Once he breaks one of these, also, you don't have to worry about electric charges coming to this anymore. So he like also like disables those things in hard mode instead of like at 75, 50, and 25% of his health going to destroy these things and just being completely useless while he's doing that and also making your life a little bit easier. Instead, he activates a huge area of effect, instant kill ability, which is a lot more annoying. And let's go, baby! Confirmed that Carrion Mark 7 contains the flight controller and, of course, some hydraulic parts over here that you're looking for, but we're primarily looking for the flight controller, baby. And word on the street is that we can also get the flight controller from another one. And ooh, we get to see our treasure perk in action, because I'm very interested in seeing if that pest that spawns and also drops any of the new loot, perhaps. That'd actually be really cool, because this is an extremely rare perk that you can unlock. So I'll definitely be taking that for our third perk over here. Now we gotta worry about just enemies becoming stronger once they go under 30% health. But without further ado, let's make our way through here and also show off this treasure perk, because I seriously am super interested if we might be able to get anything cool out of that treasure perk. And we gotta be a little bit careful, because those numb zombies can't heal themselves if they manage to hit us. We got an exploder over here that we gotta worry about. But all in all, not too shabby so far. She is going to explode here not too soon. There we go. And boom, 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 boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, you're dealt with. And soon enough, we are going to encounter that treasure pest. He's actually going to start appearing for the first time in that room as soon as you open up the room with that like little hole in the wall. So first, let's just go and make our way through some of our adversaries they're going to deal with. In the meantime, dude, I sound like freaking, what is it? I kind of sound like Rachel in the settlement, man. It's kind of funny, man. Like throughout streams and comments on videos and stuff, people always say, what's that noise whenever I'm like, you know, like going through, like whenever I'm in the headquarters of the settlement? Because you can like just hear like a, constantly hear that. And people are like, oh, what's the star? What's that noise? And it's like, that noise, my friend, is oh, that's like really annoying, because I want to do as much damage to this pest as possible before he makes his way to the next room. Okay, and unfortunately we weren't able to do a ton of damage, but that's the way that the pest works. Essentially, once you like, all of these side rooms are going to contain, and also the side room contains a chest, so that we're gonna open it up anyway, but all the side rooms are going to allow you to shoot at him for a little bit, and once you kill him, he's supposed to drop some pretty good stuff. I will come back for the acid. That's definitely some pretty good stuff right there. 100% want to be coming back for that. A few numb zombies over here. Of course he hits me, man. As long as I dodge them, he doesn't heal when he hits me, but it is definitely annoying when his hit does go through just fine. Oh man, we gotta be like very careful with some of these zombies. Okay, so it looks like because we backed away from that room as soon as we opened it, the pest did not spawn in, which is really good, because that means that as soon as we kind of like wander into that room, he should spawn in. And then we should just be able to absolutely dish out a ton of damage. Hello, my friend. Hello, hello. There you go, there you go. I just had to like walk near the hole and then get ready to spam the heck out of this thing. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we got him down to like about half health. I don't know, man. Maybe we might want to bring out like the scar for the next kind of like area that we see him come through. Because I don't want him to accidentally get away. I mean, there's a lot of areas that we get the chance to shoot him through, so I'm not too worried. But I would just like to get him killed as soon as possible so I can claim that loot. And again, see if maybe there's some new loot inside of him. It'd be pretty cash money if we can actually find like the flight controller or something inside of his like little loot stash, because it definitely seems like a hard thing to be coming across. And boop, there you go. You are done, foe. And on into the next room we go. And actually, I believe, yeah, that frees up just enough inventory room for us to claim that acid. I mean, we're gonna have to double back through all these sectors anyway once we get the pass perk in the last one, so we can claim all of the chests that we missed. But in the meantime, I digress. So we're gonna go and definitely get the scar over here as our backup weapon. We're gonna open this and like immediately back away. Oh no, he like spawns in right away. Okay, so I'm just gonna like do as much scar damage to you as possible. Oh, he's literally so weak, dude. And why is the slasher still alive? The slasher should be a dead man. It does seem from the new rules perk that we had going. On the bright side, though, it does seem like his friend died. That was right next to him. We gotta be careful about these vents because things can come crawling out of them. Oh, like that guy right over there. Hello, that guy. How you doing, Spewer? At least you don't have a bunch of extra health because you don't spawn in immediately. You gotta wait for you to spawn in through that little thing. One of these side rooms might also have a chest, so we are gonna want to open up one of those. Just a matter of figuring out which one it is exactly that we are looking for, but onwards and upwards, we're trudging through. I do not believe this room is going to spawn the guy. I think after this room is going to be the next chance for us to worry about him. So we're just gonna, oh, Frozen Giant, definitely want to keep our distance from this guy. And again, just want to be careful. I want to save, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. I was going to say I should use the scar for taking down the pest. But like, he literally has 4 health left, so it doesn't matter, man. As soon as we hit him with like one shot of anything, he's done, foe. That is the pass perk to unlock what we are looking for back there. This room is probably, I believe, going to be where he makes his next fabled appearance, right? Oh yeah, there he is, there he is, there he is, there he is. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I was just trying to, okay, no, I'm taking you down first thing. Boop! Soon as possible, beautiful. I'm not letting you get away at all, man. I am taking you down. And I'm collecting as much loot as I humanly can from you, and I am now very excited to see exactly what loot our little friend over there may have been hiding. It'd be really freaking cool if he had some of the new stuff from the update, man. All right, let's go and collect that. Thank you for the B cards, and thank you for a little bit of carbon composites while we are at it. And now, however, the moment of truth. This guy, not too bad. I mean, solid loot. It does not seem like it's new by any stretch of the imagination. However, it's kind of same old. But same old ain't necessarily a bad thing. And for some reason, the new rules perk is not treating. I mean, okay, we do have a fetid corpse over here we got to worry about. It does seem like one guy managed to die inside of this room, but all these other zombies are surviving, man. Did like the new rules perk get nerfed, or am I just like running through like a really bad string of luck? Because honestly, both of those are very possible. I'm not exactly always known for my luck. I like to think I'm a lucky guy, but not necessarily always. But I will take that hard drive, very good hard mode item that we can collect. We got a frozen bloater here, and oh hello, we also have a toxic spewer making a guest appearance. Hi, buddy. I'm just going to take out your little backup there. Love the VSS for this reason, by the way. The fact that you can instantly shoot and then just run, and especially keep your distance from some of these enemies because they are dangerous, some might say. And after we go ahead and collect from this frozen bloater, there should just be, I always forget if it's 1 more room or 2 more rooms worth of enemies. There's definitely 1 room here, and then there might be 1 more after this, but I might be misremembering that because I do tend to have the memory of a goldfish. But at the very least, these enemies have got to go. And then hopefully, that'll wrap up the job. And we'll be able to. Oh no, we do not want to get caught inside of that, man. When there's 2 screamers, if you get caught inside of 1 scream, it might be GG no re. Because like if you just run into like awful timing, you will essentially get stuck in an infinite loop of getting screamed at while they occasionally sneak in a punch here and there. That's not a loop that you want to get stuck in, man. It ain't like a roller coaster loop. It ain't fun. And boop, gotta be careful for the parasite over there. Is there gonna be one more room of enemies? Yes, there is. Oh baby. Some tough ones while we are at it. Hopefully we got enough VSS durability to deal with these guys before we got to re-up on our weaponry. I think we should be good, however. I am not too worried at the moment. Let's just get a few more bullets up in these fellas, and boom, you are done. And after we collect the pass perk, before we go into the 4th sector, as soon as we activate the 4th sector, we can get the pass perk. We'll go through all the old sectors and open up all those chests, because with that room of zombies that we just cleared up, I am happy to announce the 3rd sector is done for, ladies and gentlemen. We are in good shape. Sector number 4. I'm coming for you. I am coming for you as soon as I get my hands on none other than, where are you at? Mr. Pass Perk, please. Boom, shakalaka boom. I am definitely going to be taking that, and I am definitely going to double back and get all those chests. And the first pass perk door is opening up, and the first pass perk chest, wabam, is being collected. Unfortunately, that wabam was not the best timing because there was nothing new inside of that chest. So on to chest number 2. And chest number 2, first things first, the door must go. And then chest number 2 of sector A2. What do you have in store for me, boo-boo? And it also appears to be a little bit on the disappointing side. So I don't know if I'm just having bad luck, but it kind of seems like per schnapps, you only are gonna get the rubber hose from the first chest inside of each sector. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, as we are double backing through this sector specifically, we still gotta unearth the second regular chest, regardless. And we should be able to do that. I mean, it should either be in this room or that room, so it's just a matter of how lucky are we feeling. Well, a little bit of bad luck coming our way, because it was not in that room, I tell you what. But that's all right, just a quick little dispatch of some of these zombies over here. And we should be back in a good place. And I mean, we're falling back to the Scar. And gosh, man, it's just such a powerful weapon. You'll love to hear the sound of that. It's seriously like, just in terms of the sound design of the Scar compared to all the other guns, something about the Scar just screams violence, you know what I mean? It's wild. And then inside of this room over here, is this going to be? This also is not where the chest is. So bad luck galore. It appears like the chest is actually going to be in the 3rd room, which I will unveil ever so shortly after dealing with these fellas. Ooh, piece of candy. Ah, just a Bravo candy. I was hoping for some factory parts or carbon composite candy, man. So that means that chest should be spawning inside of here, only protected by 1 zombie. You are done. I'll take your stuff, and I will then take your chest that you were protecting, and then go ahead and open up the pass perk that we were waiting to pop open as well. Anything good? Without further ado, bada bing, bada boom. Nah, nothing too crazy. Again, it seems like you get 3 rubber hose, because we have 9 total right now, and we opened up 3 sectors. Yeah, it seems like you get 3 rubber hose from every of the first chests that spawn into each sector. But all right, pass perk number 3. 3rd time's the charm, maybe? No, 3rd time is not the charm. 3rd time is sadness. Pure, unadulterated sadness. But all right, now, the moment of truth, the 4th and final sector, where rumors claim we can also claim a flight controller from here as well. I hope those rumors to be true. That would bring me immense joy and happiness. But I'm lowering my expectations. But no, I mean, I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say that you can also get the flight controllers from here. So, I mean, unless I just have awful luck, hopefully we'll be able to prove that today, Sonny Jimbo. Let me just go and get a little bit of health up in my system. And let's just go and pop on open this first door over here. And is the pest going to appear? Or is the pest like a, oh no, toxic darters? We got to be very careful with these guys, because they do a guaranteed 40 damage to you. As you can see, doesn't matter what armor you're wearing, they're the worst. And I always hate the fact that we actually have to worry about them inside of this sector. Oh, joy. All right, though, let's go. Take out this scientist. Okay, and now we have managed to lure the anger of everybody in that room towards us, but that's okay. That's okay. That's all right. We are dealing with things, and oh, it appears like the pest has actually spawned in. I do see him. I saw him appear, so we're gonna be able to get another chance at the pest. Maybe luck will be on our side this time. Maybe we'll be able to do a good chunk of damage to him before he decides to disappear. Because he has just spawned it inside of this corner. Hello, pest. How you doing? 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 Let me just go and... Oh, yeah, dude. You got so much running to do that I'm just gonna... Oh, baby. 94 health. Yeah, the pest ain't surviving for long. I gotta activate the terminal, which is gonna be protected by another slasher. No problemo. Let me just go and deal with you. And after a few more bullets. That's the one thing that I hate, though, about doing regular mode of the laboratory, because I usually do hard mode runs of the laboratory, and oh, goodness gracious. I kind of get spoiled by the fact that I'm using armor-piercing weapons throughout hard mode, because once I get back to normal mode, it just seems like it takes so long to kill some of these enemies sometimes, because you no longer have the joys of armor-piercing weapons kind of chipping away at their armor while you're at it. You just kind of have to deal with their armor. And we also got unlucky, and they have more armor than they usually would, which is also gut-wrenchingly painful, but it is what it is, you know. Now, the Shambler, Rambler, Bobambler, we gotta chop your arm off, my friend, because I would like as much of your armor to go away as possible. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Down goes the arm, and down goes the armor. And for once, we're able to do 60 full damage per hit, man. That is a number that I'm not used to seeing with all the armor that these guys are rocking. All right. Onwards we go. Is the pest going to spawn in here? Okay, no. We instead have a toxic spewer we gotta worry about. Luckily, very easy to keep our distance with the power of the VSS and its range. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Is no holes? No holes? No holes! Okay, okay, okay. We do have a little room over here with a few spewers inside. I will not be opening that room, however, because there's no reason to. I believe the chest can't spawn in there. But as you can see, we don't see the chest icon, so we don't open. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And yo, that's a lot of people! And a lot of annoying people! Between the Juggernaut and the Fetid Corpse. Luckily, the Fetid Corpse is going to be a little bit on the slower side, and we should be able to dispatch his reinforcements, the cavalry, before he even gets close to us. Because he, let me just say, eats the nastiest breakfast burritos of all time. And the stank that he produces... I mean, self-explanatory, man. It's stanky. But he's down and out for the count. Oh, baby, we got some more loot coming our way. Thank you, thank you, thank you very kindly. And I should get some more weapons. And I've got more weapons. Onwards we go, ladies and gentlemen. Is there gonna be I don't know, I'm just like worried that I don't want to enter into any of these rooms too quickly, because I'm just worried that the pest is gonna, like, you know, crawl through a hole and I'm just gonna, like, miss him. Because we almost got him down, man. We only gotta do a little bit more damage and he's gonna be down and out for the count. And we'll be able to claim his loot as well. But for now, just claim the lives of some of those parasitic babies, shall we? And then we're gonna have to go on and open up that room over there. I believe, is the pest not? There he is. There he is. I was gonna say, he should definitely be spawning in there. And goodbye, my friend. You ain't making it out of this one alive. I'll definitely be taking all that stuff you drop. Thank you. I like the hard mode items, but I mean, it's nothing that crazy. I feel like I heard zombies, which makes me think that something's gonna crawl out of that hole, but that's the pest hole. That's not the hole that zombies crawl out of. Let's go and see what we got inside chest number 1. 3 rubber hose. No. So maybe it's not guaranteed to be the first chest. Maybe this sector doesn't have it. Maybe it's completely random, and I've just so happened to be getting it from the first chest so far. I don't know. The mystery has just expanded. Very, very interesting. I'm gonna have to keep some tabs on this, and we're definitely gonna want to go and open up a second chest here in the not too distant future. I tell you what. Oh, goodbye to your leg, peg leg Greg over here, the frenzied giant, the frenzied frozen giant. Down and out. See you later, alligator. And just a little bit more numb zombies. Yeah. Normally, like I'm saying, I would like seeing the perks that we'd have to deal with. This is just not a combination that I would willingly put up with, Because, oh, I've got to pee. It's just not a combination. Spreading a little bit of vitamin P on the laboratory, you know, bless it with some good luck. It's just not a good combination between the armor boost, the health boost. Like, you're really shooting yourself in the foot by going forward with this. Is anyone going to crawl out of there? No, we are good on that front. Shower makes sense. I'm here with you, man. I could definitely go for a nice toasty shower. I'll just do a little bit of damage over here to the Juggernaut and his friend. There's going to be one more enemy chilling in the back of that room that we just popped open. We'll get around to him in the not too distant future. Don't you worry. Just go and take these dudes out first and foremost. Definitely don't want to get hit by the slasher if we can avoid it. Beautiful. I know I got the agility perk, but sometimes they manage to break through your agility. And the last person you want to break through your agility is the freaking slasher. Because, oh, and speak of the devil, another slasher. Gosh darn it. It's just, no bueno. No, 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 no. Bueno. But luckily, a few bullets should be able to do the trick. And he's taken care of before anything is even remotely a problem. I'm a problem solver. And speaking of problems, man, this room can definitely be a little bit annoying with the trap that is active. Luckily, because of the fact that it's activated, I don't have to open that door and deactivate it. It killed one enemy over there in that corner. Unfortunately, we do have a survivor in the form of this toxic spewer, but it is what it is. I guess the new rules perk just is not being kind to me today for whatever reason. Maybe it's because it's like not in hard mode or something. Maybe like only hard mode gets like the boosted version where it like, well, no, because people are dying. I don't know. I'm just very confused. But I feel like the rest of these guys should actually be damaged, but they're not for some reason. And all right, up inside of this room, we're gonna have a fetid corpse being all stanky. Hello, stanky boy. Stay away from me with you and your stank. Oh, baby, I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful here because my VSS has just broken. So I need to run away, get a little bit of distance between me and him so I can get my weapon back up and at it. And let's just go, and luckily there's gonna be another room upcoming as well. It's gonna normally pretty annoying if you don't have the new rules perk as well. Seriously, the new rules perk really pays off in this sector, but if you activate it earlier, you just kind of let you get its bonuses throughout some previous sectors. This room is filled with turrets that would like to kill you. They don't try to kill you now. It's very nice. All that you have to do, if you didn't deactivate the turrets, is run and hide behind some of these things, because that's the only way to avoid damage from the turrets. But now in my case, I don't even have to worry. Don't even have to worry, not one bit, baby. Not one diddly bit. I'm just shooting arms off, having a ball, having a blast. And on to the next room we go. Hello, Slasher. How are you doing, my friend? Let me just, take you down a notch here. And then we'll be good on that front. Oh, even more carbon composites. Total, you should be able to claim 10 carbon composites and 10 factory parts once all is said and done. Just if you are keeping track of that. Oh, goodness gracious. I did not mean to shoot at that exploder, but I shot at that exploder. Oh, no. And now we have a gang of ruffians coming up after us. Ah! Luckily, we have the technology to take them down. That technology, a sniper rifle, baby. Let's go. The power of the VSS stays undefeated. I remember, I literally, oh no, I got a little bit overzealous there. Forgot that he explodes. You cannot take down the exploder while it's exploding. It's dedicated to the explosion. It's gonna explode whether you like it or not, dog. A little bit of the B sector card there, thank you, thank you. And then, there is going to be this little enemy over here. Hello, Slasher, how do you do, how do you do? I believe I may have missed the chest door. Maybe I was like miscounting. But I believe there's one more chest that we might want to pop open somewhere. Because we are going to be able to pop open, whatchamacall. Well, it's not, this is a very fun chest to open up because you have to activate a laser to do it. Boom! Activating laser beam! Unfortunately, that laser beam is currently blocked, so what we instead have to do is press this button, move the blockers, and then activate the laser beam again! And boom, we get just a wall blown wide open. It is protected by a few zombies, luckily. Zombies don't like bullets, and I've got plenty where that came from. Oh goodness, that guy really didn't like it. He blew up all over the darn tune place. And then this room opens up with a little cheeky chest up inside. You gotta be careful because sometimes an enemy comes out of there. If you're a little too greedy and you open up the chest before you even, you know, check that vent. But now we can go ahead and pop that thing open, and unfortunately, still no rubber hose. And since we didn't get a chest, I'm pretty sure the chest is gonna spawn in this room. Yep, there it is, just protected by one lonely old frozen bloater. And that lonely old frozen bloater is about to have a lot of friends. You can join all the dead zombies I've killed, which has been a lot today, I tell you. And then we can see what's in this chest. Maybe this will be the chest that has the rubber hose that we're looking for. Boom! So, okay, it appears like it's not guaranteed which chest, but it appears like one of the chests should have 3 rubber hose in each sector. So from doing a full laboratory mode run, you should be able to get your hands on 12 rubber hose, which is really nice if that's a resource that you are slacking on. But now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth, the final boss of the laboratory is but one doorway away, making 0. And it's time for us to engage in battle and see if they have got what we are looking for. Hello, Blight. Mark 8, how are you doing? Oh, you are hitting me. That is very rude of you. And I'm gonna be keeping my distance, and you wanna definitely, when you are doing this battle, usually I like to stay, my game has crashed in the middle of that battle, really. Wow. Well, what hilariously unfortunate timing. Take 2, we're doing it again, we're doing it live, baby. Let's go and battle this man again. Unfortunately, he has healed to full health, but yeah, that's a very unfortunate time for my game to freaking crash, man. Oh, that is really bad. The last thing you want to do is get hit by the stun, because if you get stunned and then stuck inside of that laser beam, you are gonna be, my friend, in a world of pain. Which again is why I say that I usually like to stay on this side of the map. Now, sometimes enemies do spawn on the other side of the map, so you gotta be a little bit on the careful side. But being on this side, just make sure that you are always aware of whatchamacall. Whenever an elevator is coming up with a laser beam of death, that one's coming up on that side of things. Oh, goodness gracious, I almost died over there. That was really bad. I'm losing like a lot of health over here, but that's all right. Onwards and upwards we are going. We're chipping away with some damage for everybody. Everybody, you get some damage, you get some damage. Everybody gets some damage. And with just a little bit more over here to the Blight man. Oh, I was about to run that way. I am not running that way anymore. I am now running this way. My armor, however, is taking a little bit of a beating. Dude, this thing better not break over here on me. That would be really bad. Some broken armor in the middle of this boss fight. Like, no thank you, good sir. I unsubscribe from that. How about that? How about that? Okay, hold on. I got some of you guys I gotta deal with really quickly here. Oh, goodness gracious. He's down to 250 health. Oh, we almost got stuck in that stun, but luckily we're doing good. Our VSS is almost on the verge of breaking. I don't want to go into my inventory to change it out, but that's okay. We do not have to, ladies and gentlemen. I do got to worry about a few zombies over here, though. But once these guys get taken care of, the boss battle is officially, oh goodness gracious, of course this happens, of course, hold on, I've got to chop you up over here, my friend. See ya! Wouldn't wanna be ya. And the moment of truth, Mr. B2 boss, do you have what we are looking for? Yes, it does! Confirmed! The B2 boss, yet another way to get your hands on some of these flight controllers. And if this might be the first time that you are doing a full laboratory run, remember that Jimbo the janitor guy I showed you? Well, by defeating this boss, you unlock Jimbo the janitor, and also the ability to activate hard mode of the laboratory as well. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, confirmed the ways that you can get your hands on the flight controllers. And if you're really greedy and you want to get a lot of these even faster, you should, I don't know this, I can't confirm this, right? Maybe someone in the comment section might be able to confirm this. I'll definitely be checking this out in another video, don't you worry. But you should also be able to get these parts in the same hard mode bosses, because the hydraulic parts you also get during hard mode. Like, the bosses drop similar stuff in hard mode and in normal mode, so I don't see why you wouldn't be getting the flight controllers anymore. So just a little thing to keep in mind. Although hard mode. Definitely harder, especially with the boss battles. The B2 boss, I don't think is much harder in hard mode, but the A2 boss is, because he unlocks an instant kill ability, which you definitely want to be on the careful side of. But anyways, I digress, because with that said and with that done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is a perfect point for us to go ahead and end off this episode of Last Day on Earth. Looking forward to seeing y'all over there at the stream like I was talking about. Best of luck in the giveaway, and I cannot wait to see y'all in the next video, because we have got some huge progress to make inside of this drone update. We got to check out the transport hub again, obviously, because that location should be respawning pretty soon, and hopefully we'll be able to get some great loot from there. I have a terrifying encounter with the miner, and we got to start building up our settlement too, man. We got to start building up our settlement and getting our hands ideally on the drone upgrade workbench. Time will tell how that goes, and we're gonna have to build out some of those iron rods. We're gonna be busy bees, that's all I can say. But with that said, with that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's gonna start wrapping it up for me for now. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.